Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good Monday afternoon. I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Brandon Libby. It is a Storm Track 7 yellow alert day for two different reasons. We have some intense heat and high humidity for today, giving us a heat index up to 105, especially in our southern counties. It's going to be this afternoon and this evening. And then that will kind of play into number two there, a chance for severe storms. However, that's primarily going to be north of the front, so it's going to be along Highway 20 and to the north that we see the highest risk, and probably later this afternoon or into the evening, all the way towards about midnight tonight is the timing that we're looking at for those storms. Here's what's setting everything up. The heat advisory that has recently been issued, that will stay in effect until 8 p.m., mainly for our eastern and southern counties, basically along and south of Highway 20. Again, the heat index could be up to 105 here throughout this afternoon. We've already been seeing a heat index close to 100 in a lot of spots. So as we go throughout the rest of today, there you see those triple digits beginning to pop up. Just make sure you're staying hydrated, you're staying cool. Take plenty of breaks in the AC and in the shade, and remember to think about the pets and kids and vehicles. Never leave pets or kids in a car for any amount of time. Now you notice there's kind of a sharp line right through there. South of it is the heat and humidity. North of it, not as hot, but you still have very humid conditions. That is the boundary that we're going to look out for. That may be the mechanism for some of these storms to develop and really move along here as you go throughout this evening into tonight. So it's a level 2 out of 5 risk. Just got recently updated, and really it's not much of an update. It's what it has been all day long. But essentially these storms will likely pop up to the north of that boundary. Yes, we have a lot of instability south of the front, but we're capped. It's some warmer air, drier air above the surface that's going to prevent a lot of the storms from developing south of that front. But north of there, you're going to have a little bit more lift, and you're still going to have plenty of instability to work with. And those storms will likely develop probably off to our northwest, and then will likely track along that front to the southeast. And if they can interact with that boundary a little bit, you could get a tornado or two. That's not out of the question, but the main threats that we're looking at will be some large hail and damaging wind gusts with any storms that do pop up and move through. So here's a look at future track. We've had partly cloudy skies helping to heat things up for today. As you go through the afternoon, it looks like maybe a few showers could pass by, but a lot of the action will get going off into Minnesota, just off to our north. Now watch as they kind of track to the southeast, clipping some of these northern counties. I would say the greatest threat is along and north of Highway 18 with the storms. This is 10 p.m. here, so starting to get in on some of that action with the chance for wind and hail, and again, an isolated tornado threat, not out of the question either. But you see that moving out to the east of the Mississippi River by about midnight. And once that happens, there might still be some lingering rain, but I would say the severe threat should be over. And we'll end up dry for tomorrow as the rest of that front will kind of crash through. It's going to lead to more clouds and sunshine, but also some significant relief from the humidity, going from dew points in the 70s today all the way down to about the low to mid 60s and even the 50s here for the rest of the week. So it's going to feel a lot nicer. That's going to come with cooler temperatures as well. But here you see today, highs are anywhere from the mid 80s north to say the low 90s along and south of Highway 20. South winds today bring in that humidity and could feel as hot as 105. Tonight, we see the front coming through. The rain chances will taper off and temperatures begin to cool, especially in the north. Low to mid 60s there, but a little bit warmer in the south as we could be as warm as the low 70s. City by city forecast. Well, look at these 70s for highs Tuesday and Wednesday. More clouds and sun tomorrow, and then partly cloudy on Wednesday. And we'll kind of just do this every other. More clouds there on Thursday, and then it looks partly cloudy for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as highs remain in the 70s all the way through the weekend into early next week. We'll start to get back to near normal there by next week with a few more rain chances.